Welcome back to the channel, fool. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe if you like videos like this.
What in the ever living?
I got it.
Is that? Oh my God, is this it? What is that? I'm not even tripping. What is that? That's an Oscar right now.
You talking about that?
This is it.
What is that?
I think them aliens.
And that is the most crazy ring of fire I've seen so far, guys.
Y'all wouldn't believe me if I told you where this is, y'all. Look at this, y'all. Spain is again being flooded out, y'all. Look at this. But this time, this is another providence. This is the providence of Malaga, I believe. Look at this, y'all. This is the 5th flood that Spain has been through in a little bit under a month, y'all. Just a little under a month. Can y'all believe that? This is the last thing they needed to experience in Spain, because I told y'all, Spain is in it all alone, y'all. Their politicians is nowhere to be found. Is that shit going out into the sea? Oh my goodness. Look at this. This thing don't even feel real, y'all. It literally feels like a movie, y'all. Literally feels like a movie. It looks just like North Carolina. It's definitely not normal. All this water in a little bit of time, y'all. And then I showed y'all what the harbor of Spain was looking at, like, right? Y'all remember that? I showed you how this was going on in Spain, y'all, in the harbor with the fishes. It looks like there's, you know, they're under distress.
Guys, can you believe this? It's the 5th time. Somehow they're under attack or being targeted.
He the fall guy right now. It's not one celebrity that he hung with is speaking up for him. Snoop and Panther was so close. Closer than most.
Really?
They would do things together and party together and do things that it was uncomfortable for two men to be that way. Clark E. Trey, Russell Simmons, you know.
You think
everybody knew what Puffy did. This the big question is this. It's not one person didn't know that Puffy was Usher. It's not one person didn't know what the saddest thing in the world is what they did to Justin Bieber.
What was that?
That's sad.
What'd they do to him? Because there's a lot of speculation out there, but nobody. I mean, I've heard things, but what did they really do to him?
That's what he.
When he was a kid.
I hate to say that. But I hate to say that because I really like Justin Bieber. I feel bad for Justin Bieber. And this is when it happened if Justin Bieber came from a wealthy family.
He was saying this for years, but nobody listened.
It goes back, I think, to the Airship Mystery of 1897, where across the United States, across something like, 10 different states, people saw these gigantic airships that were nothing like Zeppelins. Now, remember 1897, the airships, the Zeppelins, hadn't been invented yet, and we didn't have airplanes. And so these people are seeing constructions in the sky that look like aircraft from out of Jules Verne novels. The more you look at these reports from 1896, 1897, the more they don't make any sense. These people are seeing completely different things on different nights. The airships all look equally absurd. None of them looks like anything that could actually fly. And the reports are all of different types of things, different shaped craft. And sometimes some people will just see a light, like in San Francisco, say, one night. Some of the people who saw the thing saw a light. Others saw a structured craft. And it looked one way to one group of people and another way to another group of people. And the most disturbing element in this whole story is that the San Francisco Chronicle tracked down the patent lawyer who claimed to represent the inventor of the airships, the mystery inventor of the airships.
Right.
And this guy was a very prominent patent attorney. He was named George Collins. And they brought this guy in, they got testimony from him about this inventor and, the nature of the airship technology and when it was going to be rolled out to the public and all this, right? 3 days later, George Collins comes in after reading the story in the San Francisco Chronicle. He says, I never said those things. They're like, sir, you sat with us and gave us hours of testimony, which we wrote up. He claimed to have been in a trance the entire time.
I know what you're asking yourself. Was everybody on moonshine? Not everybody.
Basically, you would come to a high priest and you would tell the high priest, listen, I'm about to do something, right? And would you ask your protector to protect me? So what they would do is they would have a coconut, and then they would have shells, and they would read from the shells, they would read the shells, and they would tell you the future. They would tell you by the spirit would speak to them, and this is real, like real stuff, like black magic. They call it black magic.
I've heard of that, yeah.
It's the same thing.
I know black magic.
Yeah, it's the same thing. So blood rituals, they would sacrifice animals.
Like a chicken.
A chicken, a goat, it could be anything. And they would feed their saints. They would feed their saints. That's what they called, idols. And they'd be like, hey, make sure you protect this person. Wow. And then they have to pay a lot of money for it. It's not something that's, we're gonna do it for free. So you gotta pay the high priest good money, so you can get protected.
And no one's raising any eyebrows of like goats going into this building or chickens or nothing.
No, because in New York City they have marketplaces they can cut the butchers. Mm-hmm. They could do it there. So what they do is they buy the butcher, they buy from there, take it and have they'll do sacrifices, but they will do it in a place that nobody won't know. It's very secretly. Like everything I'm saying is very secret. Like nobody doesn't know. People do know what it is, but they won't come out and say it. They won't expose it.
So what's a scenario where this has protected you? Say if you were dealing drugs or running something or whatever you were doing, mm-hmm. How did this protect you in a moment?
In a moment, it will keep me away. Like it will keep the police or whatever the ops away from the situation. Spiritually, sometimes they won't. Sometimes it will. It's like a guessing game, and this is the thing about spirituality. Like people do it for the money, or sometimes the people are really warlocks, and they can speak to the dead.
That sounds like Santeria magic. Sometimes don't believe everything you see on TikTok.
Well, I already find myself on many lists, I'm sure. So I speak my mind often, so why not just keep going with it? May as well just go all out and say it. The earth is flat, and we've never set foot on the moon. And so let's just see how many lists we could get on here today.
She's saying, I'm on those lists. That says it all.
You there now? Yeah. Oh my. Hello? Dude, those mannequins scared me.
Hey, they want to stay cool, but hey, they just lost it.
Might be a good conversation starter at the week, or at least an interesting one. Do you believe the Earth is a sphere? The answers you get might surprise you.
The curving horizon, the sloping sea level, the spin of the Earth. Unless you can see these phenomena with your own eyes, they may not be true. Unlike what we've been told in school, the Earth looks like a snow globe, round but not sphere. The North Pole is at the center of most flat Earth maps, with the ice of Antarctica holding everything in.
The round or spherical Earth theory is propagated by some conspiracy.
And the number of people who think so is growing. Thousands, if not millions of people still believe the world is flat.
Now, scientists say that's actually a symptom of a bigger problem, and it's the subject of tonight's special report. WCIA 3's Aaron Eads is here with us now. And Aaron, as far as conspiracy theories go, flat Earth theory is actually getting pretty popular.
Yeah, believe it or not, the number of people who believe the Earth is flat is actually growing. Scientists might have an idea of why that is, and it's worth talking about. And what better place to do so than one of the flattest places in the country, right here in central Illinois. It doesn't get much flatter than this. Geological survey data shows Douglas County is the flattest county in Illinois, which is the second flattest state in the whole country. On a clear day, it seems like you can see forever, but you can't. Through the eyes of a person of an average height, the horizon is about 3 miles away. But that's it. You can go up higher to see a greater distance, but you'll never be able to see the whole world no matter how high you get. But there are ideas that this is a sham. NASA, a fraudulent organization bent on siphoning your tax dollars. The moon landing didn't happen.
Those iconic blue marble images seen from space, fakes.
You start seeing words like composite or animation or something that tells you this is not an actual photograph of the Earth.
But in a world of disagreements large and small, for something as clear as this horizon, the interpretation could be infinite.
The biggest concern with the flat Earth movement is how fast it's gaining steam. Scientists are worried that flat Earth could become a political issue like climate change, vaccination, or evolution. Guys.
All right, fascinating stuff. All right, Aaron, thank you.
For Fox News to talk about it, something's up, guys.
Someone brought this fish in. They were out fishing cod, and they brought this strange fish. We don't know what it is. As you can see, it don't really look like it has any eyes, but I think them little slits are eyes, I think they are. And his mouth, weird mouth, but look at it, how big, it looks like he got ribs and stuff, huh? And there's a little fin up here, a little fin, but it looks like when he pulls back here, like his fins comes out from underneath. It's weird. And then back here, nice tail. And up on top of these things, there's like balls. Like 3 balls back here. There's one there, there's one on the other side, one there. But it's like skin. Oh, these skins are very elastic. Really, really weird. I've never ever seen or heard of anything like this before.
If anybody knows, leave a comment.
Listen to this. Keep in mind, about 150 yards into a 20-acre wooded area. Listen. There's nothing around. You hear that? That's my dog barking back at my house because he hears it. Y'all still think that shit's a panther? Because I don't. And this in the middle of the day. I'll be back tonight.
What? Oh, bro. Let me get back inside.
There's this article that came out 1934 in the LA Times, was called Lizard People's Catacomb City Hunted Underneath Los Angeles, California.
Shut up.
This man named G. Warren Schufelt, and he had developed this X-ray penetrating technology to where he could scan different rocks and stuff. He was in LA on this hill called Fort Moore Hill, and he drilled like 200 something feet down, stuck it down, and he's like, what the heck? He's like, there's tunnels, a lot of tunnels, and really big rooms, and a lot of gold. So he went to Arizona and he met with, his name was Little Chief Greenleaf. This Hopi elder said, what you just discovered is one of 3 lost cities along the Pacific coast. And he told about, it was this people group called the Lizard People, but they were called the Lizard People because their idol was a lizard. This was a civilization that was advanced technology-wise, that they had this chemical that they would use to basically bore out the tunnels. The Lizard People's city being amongst these certain hills that exactly line up to where this guy found the thing.
What happened to Schaefer?
They shut him down.
Your neighbor could be a lizard, you wouldn't know.
This woman you see behind me is named Nancy Schaefer. She was a Georgia state senator, a conservative activist, and she has very unusual circumstances surrounding her untimely death. Now, Schaefer was prominent in the 1980s for her conservative activism in Georgia. She was mayor of Atlanta for some time, and she was also a nominee for lieutenant governor. Shortly after that, she landed a position in the Georgia State Senate, where she conducted a lot of research into CPS, or Child Protective Services. That is where she accumulated all her research into a report titled The Corrupt Business of Child Protective Services. Well, a couple years passed after that, and she lost her position in the state senate. Arguably, she said this was due to her publishing this report. But what's even more concerning is that just a couple years after the report's publication, she was found shot dead in her home. There was a single gunshot wound through her back and through her husband's back. Despite this, the police still ruled it as a murder-suicide. To this day, many people believe she was killed.
Double suicide. Who's gonna believe that? She was just trying to protect our children.
Está demorando, eso está demorando. Mira, ya salió, Vea, ya salió la candela.
No sé ni mi mamá, no. Ay, Dios mío.
That's a hella disturbing.
Oh, man, what is that?
I remember a light hitting me in the forehead, aliens in my room, being lifted up into a spaceship.
All I could really see was its face, really, really white in color, and massive, massive eyes.
That's where they came out of the craft, and they come and picked us up then and took us back aboard.
And what I remember is that through my wall came some beings around my bed.
These people are all saying I'm crazy and acting like I'm crazy, you know.
But you remember precisely having seen this face? When was it?
He was standing like a robot. I mean, his hands were really down like this against his side, and his eyes were really big.
Every authority figure around me trying to tell me, no, it didn't happen, you know, and everything in my mind told me it did.
Are they just all lying and they're just a bunch of lunatics? I don't think so.
Tonight, we're diving into one of the most terrifying adventures Casey Nolan from Mindseed TV has ever experienced. It's November 19th, 2023. Casey and his friend Colton revisit an abandoned ghost town hidden deep within the wilderness of Rodney, Mississippi, a town known for its unsettling paranormal encounters. But this time, The horrors they face go far beyond the supernatural.
Hey, turn it off, turn it off, turn it off. What is that? Shh. There's a f***ing fire up there. There's somebody up there, bro. Hold on. Here, hold this for a second. Wait, bro, hold this for a second. I'm gonna turn on the night vision, I'm gonna be out of here right now.
After walking through the woods for what feels like hours, the sun disappears behind the trees, and the forest is consumed by darkness. Then in the distance, they see something, a campfire. They quickly grab their night vision binoculars for a closer look, but what they see sends a chill down their spines.
There's somebody there. Why are we going towards it? Bro. Oh, he turned the fire off. Oh my God. Dude, it's going. Wait. This way. No. No, cut the camera. Let's go.
Through Colton's binoculars, they spot a man with an axe. The moment the men notice them, he extinguishes his campfire and turns his gaze directly toward them, as if he can see right through the pitch-black forest.
We just saw someone in the middle of the woods, in the middle of nowhere.
Flat the out.
And
I did not sign up for this at all.
And I think that they're following us. Every time we go about 100 yards, we hear branches and breaking behind us.
Yeah, I'm not trying to get cut up by some backwoods hip boy, dude.
I think we might be coming up on the town now, but there's definitely someone out here following us, so we need to move quick.
Totally shaken by the encounter and sensing they might be chased, they push forward towards the abandoned town. They were too close to turn back now. But little did they know, this wasn't the only encounter waiting for them in the shadows tonight.
I think we're coming up, though. Mine's dying, too. Wait. Get down. There's someone else up there. Someone just ran across this street.
Where are we supposed to go then?
Shh, I hear something. Wait. We need to move. Dude, let's go left. Let's go right. Let's go this way.
They reach the outskirts of the abandoned town. As they scan the area, they catch a glimpse of someone sneaking past them. Casey and Colton's suspicions are confirmed, and a wave of unease washes over them. It's as if they've become prey, surrounded by unseen predators. With their nerves shot from the people lurking in the woods, they decide to take refuge in the church, the very place where they experienced paranormal activity during their last visit. They begin their experiment, but they can't shake the feeling that danger still surrounds them.
Dude, I keep fucking hearing shit outside, too. Bro, what the fuck is going on?
Dude, I don't know. I almost just want to sit in the corner with my back up against the wall.
I don't want to be here very long. Don't want to be here.
No, bro. Let's just get this figured out. Go for it. Whew. Never in my life did I think I would be in here.
This is the real deal, bro. This is the real deal. These are the altars, man.
No way. Be hella careful.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. What's up?
Nothing.
Arriving at the old church, Casey and Colton finally have some shelter from the oppressive woods. They decide to just give it a shot, trying to communicate with the spirits on their ghost equipment. But this time, the fear of the living may be stronger than any ghost.
Can you please give us a message through one of these devices? You can say something through this. You can say something through this. Give us a message.
Oh, man. Hold on. Shit, dude.
What the fuck was that? I've never heard anything like that in my life.
Dude, that was
way more than We need to find our way back to the car, like, now.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm ready to get out of here.
I don't even know where.
We gotta go back that way in the woods.
As they attempt to make contact with the spirits, the entire church suddenly starts to shake. The walls tremble as if an earthquake has hit, sending them into a panic. What are the chances of an earthquake hitting at that exact moment? They've had enough. The decision to leave is immediate. But the nightmare isn't over yet.
Hey, what the Hey, hold on. This is definitely the way we came, right?
100%.
This is the only way?
This is the only way, yeah.
Pull up a little bit, get closer, so I can see what's going on.
It's gonna our tires out, dude.
Yeah, alright, I'll move them.
Get back in.
Bro, I think there's someone back there.
No, don't say that.
Lock the door. Lock the door.
After what feels like an eternity of searching through the dark wilderness, they finally reach their car and drive off. But then, another obstacle. A big tree is on the street, leaving them no other choice than get out of the car and move it away. But then, Colton spots something moving in the darkness. He grabs the night vision binoculars and peers out the window.
What do you see? Oh, I'm trying to see. It's hard to see.
Like how
Yeah,
far
there's
away?
someone back there.
How far away?
Oh, he's running, bro.
Hold.
Casey and Colton's hearts race as the figure begins to run. They drive quickly away, leaving the stranger behind, disappearing into the shadows of the dark woods. But the eerie feeling remains, haunting them long after they've left the woods behind. Did you find this encounter shocking?
Happy camping.
Every kind of test we possibly could. I mean, we tested, it violated a lot of what we thought was impossible to violate. I mean, one of the first laws of thermodynamics, I mean, essentially, any machine, any device that operates always makes extra heat. Nothing works at 100% efficient. Even the headphones you're wearing, anything that takes power, some of that power is going to be converted to heat, and it's just wasted. This didn't. I mean, we looked at, back then we had infrared cameras. They're different today, but back then you had to pour liquid nitrogen into the camera to cool the sensor down and get these infrared images you've seen. But it never got, no matter what the load was on the reactor, it never got above the ambient temperature, which is impossible. I mean, you're, pulling out huge amounts of power and nothing ever gets warm. We tried measuring magnetic fields and there was nothing there. So we started playing around with the emission from the emitters, the gravity wave itself, and saw what we could do with it and how it was focused. So we really spent all our time just trying to see what the stuff can do and what we can control.
So you were seeing what it could do, but you couldn't ever figure out how it was doing it?
No, not really. I mean, we really could only use come up with a best guess. Now, I can't say we really, that I could absolutely state for certainty how anything actually worked.
You think he's telling the truth, or he's just making up stories? And that's a wrap for today, fool. I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, don't forget to hit and smash the like button for me. Smash that subscribe button, be part of the family. Remember, stay woke, and I'll catch you next time.